Hey folks, I wanted to do just sort of a quick review of the week. My intent was to do this right away, but this week's been really busy for me, so I just didn't get it done. My intent is to kind of do a post-week review on Tuesdays to sort of talk about like the conversation that happened in discussion boards, and the work you guys did over the course of the week, and sort of like some wrap-up thoughts that I think are really important. So I want to do that. First, Lynch. Some folks did a really good job in the discussions, understanding Paul Lynch's argument. Some folks didn't do as great of a job. I could see that some folks read the beginning of Lynch, where he talks about how we've been taught in the past to write, and then just didn't make it through the rest of it, where he then breaks it down and says that's really not what we're going for. Lynch's goal here is to push students to move away from the 5-paragraph essay. He wants to get away from this rote structure because it's not how readers respond. Readers don't get a 5-paragraph essay and see like, oh, there are 3 pieces of evidence here. I am satisfied, right? Among other things, 3 pieces don't necessarily add up to complete and total proof. We want to see the logical conclusion. And this is where Lynch's argument that kind of working your way through an essay is actually what the reader wants to see. The reader wants to follow along with you as you come to a realization. I always joke that English 101 is really how to forget everything you learned in high school 101, and that is in some ways true. You've learned this helpful structure throughout the course of your education, but I kind of want to move us beyond that this semester, and that's my goal. Okay. Now, one other thing I wanted to note here about the discussions. Some of the discussions were really good. You guys had a really nice back and forth, and I try to note that. So I read through all of your discussions. I'll grade those very shortly here. And some of you guys did a really nice job. Some folks didn't do as great of a job, and this will be noted in the grades and whatnot. It's not just, of course, that I want you to show up, write a post, and comment on your peers. I want there actually be a conversation to happen. If you come in and write a post on Monday at 10:59 a.m. and maybe comment on a peer's post, that discussion didn't happen. I want to see, I want the discussion to complete by Monday morning, but I want you guys to start it earlier so that you guys can have a little bit of back and forth. So do look in the comments, in the discussions themselves. I try to come in and say, hey, you guys did a really nice job on discussion if I thought you guys did a particularly good job. Please work to make sure those discussion posts come in before the last minute so that you can actually engage in a conversation, though. And then finally, I've had a lot of folks asking about, well, are we going to have a meeting time? I put the survey out last week. I've got the results of that, and I will schedule a meeting time for next week. I'm on an interview committee on campus this week, and so my Tuesday and Thursday are just kind of jam-packed with interviews, and I teach face-to-face Mondays and Wednesdays. So I'm just trying to, I had a difficult time trying to find a time that worked with your guys' preference this week. However, I will send an email out shortly with that information, and we'll just do a once-a-week session. Anyone who wants to join can join. It's optional, but I'll kind of go through the coursework for the week. We'll talk a little bit. I will do some of these sorts of bits of information as well, and it's just a great opportunity to come in and check in and have an opportunity to just live ask questions as you have them, okay? So look for that email coming out shortly. As always, if you've got any questions, don't hesitate to reach out. I am here to help you.